Hi guys, welcome to the flight today, as we're down in Rotterdam and we're going to be doing a flight to Vagar down in Norway. As we arrive with the 747-200 Can-Am cargo, as we can see on the front side nose, 747 SF. As we get ready to leave, we've got the CF6-50 engine mod in as well, so it should be a lovely flight today. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, support the channel. And let's get inside the cockpit and start the aircraft up ready for our departure for runway 6, coming in for 24. And I'll be using the INS for the departure and arrival. So here we are now in the 747-200. Got the battery on, we've got the standby power to normal, full manual. I'll switch over, the GPU is on, go and get all of the galley power on, which will be set. Get the APU up and running. We can start that as we open it up, which will be checked for us. Pack number 2 can come in, trim air can also go on, get the cargo heat, which can go on and checked. All the tests are fine. Number 4 hydraulic can come in. As we go for our departure today, we're going to be leaving out for a flight level of 340. We'll get the QNHs and everything before we leave. We've got our lighting as we depart out. We're going to be getting the INS and everything all set. The emergency lights can be armed, beacons etc. are all in. Radio master buses can go on. Get the window heaters all on and checked. Which are all set. So all we have to do now is go into the INS and get that all ready to go. So 1, 2, 3. Go on to quicker line so we can get it all set very quick. On for the departure, so we're going to be leaving out runway 06 onto the 056. We're not going to be taking the 181, we're going to be going to the 182 and following it all the way around from the 185 to the 186, where we'll then break off onto the 261 to Sommel. So, as we're now getting ready to go, we'll go into the INS and get that all ready to leave. So for the first waypoint, we've got the INS, which is 0, so we'll switch on to number 1. Number 1 for the 182, which is going to be north of 51583. And we've got east of 4287. Waypoint number 2 for 183 is north 51588. Then we've got east 4302. Waypoint number 3 for 184 is north 51594. And we've got east 4314. Waypoint number 4 for the 185 is north 52016. And we've got east 4265. Waypoint number 5 for the 186 is going to be north 51578 and east 4217. Waypoint number 6 for Sommel is going to be 51564 and we've got east 4053. Waypoint number 7 for Vagar, north 52092. And give us east 3450. Waypoint number 8 for Chudip is going to be north of 52221. And we've got east 3514. Okay, which is waypoint number 9 for Felis, which is going to be for Foxtrot Lima Echo for the 11450, which is north 60180. Now we've got east of 5128. So that's all the waypoints for now, 2 nautical miles to the 182. So that's the INS already and set and configured to come out. So we'll get the aircraft fully ready and set. So we'll go for the before start checklist.
Battery on. APU panel. This.
APU panel can be turned on now. So EGT is going to be set, so we can check that.
Auxiliary power. Check. Engine oil quantity. Check. Fuel quantity. 4,9,999 kilograms.
5.2 on the trim
Fuel
and
panel.
14 degrees on pitch.
This.
Fuel panel now can be set.
Check and set. Pressurization controls. Check and set. Bleed controls. Let's see. Check and set. Hydraulic quantity. Check. EPR computer. Go around.
Okay, plus
Circuit
15
breakers.
onto 169.
Check. Indicator lights.
Onto 184.
Check. Electrical panel. Check and set. Air conditioning controls. Check and set. Fire control and wing overheat panels. Check and set. Equipment cooling. Check. Passenger oxygen. Check. Hydraulic panel. This. Check and set. Fuel jettison panel. Check. Crew oxygen.
Okay, so we'll call the tug now and get ready to leave.
Oxygen mask and regulator. Check and emergency off. ADPs.
Saying that we ain't going to need
Checklist
the
completed.
checklist complete. We ain't going to need the startup for better pushback, as we are literally going to make a
Ready to
right-hand
start
turn,
the
so we can
engines.
get ready to start the engines.
Ready for engine start.
Okay, so ready for engine start. Is everybody clear? We can remove the chucks.
Cockpit to ground. Remove the chocks. Cockpit to ground. Disconnect ground power.
Okay, so we'll go for engine number
Starting
1.
engine 1. Chocks removed. Ground power disconnected.
Starter valve open.
Starting engine 2.
Starter valve open.
Okay, so let's start engine number 1 and 2. We can go over to our weather briefing. So we've got 1027, 360 at 9 and 5. Okay, so we're going to
Fuel
engine
on.
number 1 and
Fuel
2.
on.
1027, 5, 050 at 10. We'll leave that one.
20% and 2.
Light up.
Okay, lights up now, as we are getting ready to go. As the sun breaks through for a lovely departure today.
20% and 2.
20% and 2 now,
Light
as
up.
we can see. N2 is now in. Engine number 2 is now coming to life and
Starter off.
stabilising. Starter off, which is checked. Coming out on
Engine
159 for rotate, which is going to be set.
Starter off.
There we go for
Starting
engine number
engine
3.
Starter valve open.
Starting engine 4.
Engine stabilized.
Number 3 and 4 engine are now stabilised, so we can trip the gen switches 1, 2, 3 and 4. Can turn the bleed air off with the APU, which is checked. We can close open on the split system breaker, which is also checked. Standby power can go to normal. Hydraulics can all come on, which are checked. We can get our checklist for before takeoff and after start.
After start checklist.
Flight recorder.
On.
Start switches.
Off.
Beacon lights.
On.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Engine and the ice.
Off.
Electrical panel. This. Dual warning lights. Out. Hydraulic panel. Check. Flight recorder. On.
Flaps 10.
After start checklist completed.
Okay, so after start checklist is complete, we can just get 5.2 on the trim, which is going to be set. We've got 1027 coming out. And we do the first officers, and then we are ready for departure. As we said, we're going to leave out for 340, so we're going to need to take 1,000 feet extra for that. Up to 35, 1027, which is going to be right about there. 1027. And we are now ready for taxi, so before taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist, please.
Flaps. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Takeoff data, EPR and airspeed bugs.
Damn.
Yeah, everything is there for the takeoff data.
Stabilizer trim.
5.2.
Set in green band.
Probe heat.
On.
On.
Flight controls.
Chart checked.
Yaw dampers.
Check.
Seatbelt and shoulder harness.
Check.
APU. Off. Fuel heat. Off. Totalizer and gross weight. Set. Flight engineer and pilot panels. Check. Aft cargo heat.
No.
Normal. Seatbelt and shoulder harness. Check. Taxi checklist completed.
Taxi checklist is now complete. What we're going to do basically is take a left-hand turn and line up on the runway right in front of us, and that is going to be us ready for taxi. So as we get ready to go, we said on the performance, got 159 for rotate, 148 for V1. We're now onto the 056, which is checked. Going to put the runway turn-offs for some taxi lights, and we are now ready to go. So
Parking brake released.
parking brake released. As it is a bit of a tight squeeze, I'm not going to push the aircraft too much off the block, just enough so we can spin around, as there is a pole just next to where we are. There we're going to be taking runway 06. Once we get the aircraft settled, we will go for our before takeoff checklist. We'll get the packs off, ready for takeoff. Get the INS switched over, ready for our departure. Get that on for the flight director for when the autopilot comes in, and we should be then all ready and set to go. So checklist for our takeoff. So
Before takeoff checklist.
Icing considerations.
Check.
Cabin alert.
Check.
Transponder.
Check.
Ignition.
Damn. Flight start.
Body gear steering.
should be disarmed.
Pack valves. Closed. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Fuel boost pumps. On. Cross feed valves. Check. Before takeoff checklist completed.
Before takeoff checklist is complete now. Let's just line the aircraft up. Onto runway 06, ready for our departure. No cabin crew, take your seats. Well, we haven't got no cabin crew, we're only cargo. Very small runway, indeed. As we get ready for the departure, we did set on the performance, we did set on the sim. I'm going to be putting it on for go around, which will set on for takeoff dry after. As we do leave out, as we're leaving out, as we've got 159, so leave it on takeoff dry, we'll get landing lights on, which are checked. Body gear steering can now be disarmed or turned on, and we are now ready to go. So let's go is armed, disarmed should we say, and we are ready now to leave. So can release the parking brake, can powering up to 50%. On the aircraft now, stabilised and so check. Airspeed live.
89.
Check, throttle hold. 100 neutral economy.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Now just change and turn the INS on. As we hold down now for 15. As we follow the flight director, hold for 14 degrees, gear is up now. As we now follow from the 182 all the way around to the 186, which will then lead us down to Sommel. So lower down the pitch just a little, so that the aircraft can start to speed up. Max 220 on the climb out, so we can go for a flaps 5 when we do come in. So we're going to go into that left hand turn. There's flaps 5, which will hold it
Flaps
in
5.
to climb, which is in as well. A little bit of trimming at the same time as we now start to rise through. Once that left hand turn, following the INS all the way around. Aircraft's nice and stable now as we depart out. We can now come off, which is checked. I just rise through flaps 5 and slowly start to decrease the pitch just a little more. Holding 220, which is going to be max for us, so we need to stay under that, which is perfect right now. As we come in, we get the PAX files on. Once we come through, then we'll do our after takeoff checklist. Aircraft's handling lovely. As we ride out, and we do have some snow at Xenviro. Coming into our flaps 1 retraction, already in climb speed as we pass through 3006. A bit rough air as we go into this right hand turn. There's flaps 1 coming
Flaps
in.
1.
Which is chance. Now we come through off the turn. Okay, come into 240. What's the new now? 4004. Clean speed will be just around 240, so we're looking for 25. I just checked. Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Autopilot's on now. Altitude select is in. Vertical speed can stay on with us as we now rise through. And come in, hitting just a little bit rough air. We can start to rise the aircraft up now. Just hold on for around 22 for 25. So as we just hold the aircraft there for around 3.5. Can now go to our after takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist.
Gear lever. Off. Landing and logo lights.
Hold on.
Which will be checked after 10,000 feet.
Ignition.
Check.
Seatbelts and nose smoking sign. Check. Back valves. Open. Fuel heat. Wait.
Fuel heat can now go to auto as well.
After takeoff checklist completed.
There's 3.5. Hit some turbulent air, so I'm going to keep the autopilot on full vertical speed for now. As you can see, we're hitting some turbulence. We can go outside and take a closer look. 3 nautical miles now before we take that right hand turn. There's a lead for 5 to 6, which is then going to lead us to Vagar for Overclocked. And then we can start to reconfigure the aircraft, ready for the arrival down into lovely Vagar. So there's the right hand turn coming in now. As we pass through 8,004, we've got our landing lights off, runway tunnel flights can go off, cabin scan now be released, and we get the anti-ice on as well, which is all checked. Now just coming down now, near to 10,000 feet, and rise up to 300, drop the vertical speed just a little, down to 1,000 feet. Aircraft will now start to speed up, and we can now proceed on our way as we reprogram a new set of figures into the INS, ready for us to go. Distance time 16 nautical miles. So that is the departure guys for Rotterdam. I'll be coming in for runway 24 and for Vagar. Basically go right in all the way from Vagar, Tunnel, Overclocked, then Vagar. Once we get to Vagar, we're then going to turn down to 333 for Inward, and then that's where we're going to intercept in for the INS, ready for 3,000 at 9.3 at EHRD. That's where we're going to start the descent down, coming in for probably around 850 to 900 feet. That's 10,000 feet, which is checked now as we rise through, and we can now get vertical speed in for the IAS mode to hold as the aircraft now climbs up to 350. So don't forget to like and subscribe guys, leave your comments down below, support the channel, and we'll see where we get now for our top of descent, ready to come in for the INS runway 24 into Vagar. So see you later.
EPR and airspeed bumps.
Set and cross-check.
Seatbelt and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel lead. Off. EPR computer.
Correct.
Go around. Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
Okay, so approach checklist is complete. Let's pass through 26,003. It's holding in for 260. So let's be brakes in now. Can drop that through. So start to decel now for 239, which is basically our flaps 5. So we're going to go for flaps 1 now.
Flaps 1.
Actually, it's just a little bit of drag as we come through 2,000 feet per minute. So we need to be 14,000 feet above when we come to Tummin at 10,000, which is number 23 nautical miles for the Alpha Lima 808, which we're going to hold down for 240 all the way down until we reach in. 350 now, ground speed, 7 nautical miles to go. That will be only 57 nautical miles until we reach in for Vagar. ILS is the 111.95, which will switch back in once we are around 20 nautical miles inbound from the VOR. Centering flight board 240. As the aircraft slowly starts to slow down now. Going in for our V-speeds for the approach, we have got a 164 plus 5, that from the 159, which gives us plus 4, so VREV 30 plus 5, which is a 164 medium auto brake. We've got all of the performance in as well, which is 1027. And we are now fully established, ready to come in. So flight level 100 coming through. As the aircraft slowly slowing down, now we've got flaps 1 engaged. As we don't want to put too much flaps on, as we are quite high still. So now as we move from Tummin, we're going to go to the Alpha Lima 808, which is going to be from waypoint 3 to 4. As we continue that descent down, just slowing down into 250, slowly but surely slowing down. As we can come down for 10,000 feet, 2,000 feet per minute, 20 nautical miles to go. Flaps 1 is engaged, auto brake and everything is in. Temperature down so far as minus 16. Flight level as we switch over. It's going to be for 7,000 feet. We've already got it switched over already, and we've got a minimums of 235 and a decision height, which we'll leave there, which is checked 3 degrees on the glide path and 169, looking around 900 feet per minute. 17 nautical miles to go. As we need to slow down to 220 max. By the time we get down to Vagar 7,000 above, we're just currently now tracking into the Alpha Lima 808. Then we'll go to Vagar for 7,000 above. So we're coming down nice and hot. Aircraft slowly but surely slowing down. We can keep the extra speed on. As we've now got another 8,000 to burn, which will be done in around 4 minutes time. We'll reach the Alpha Lima 808 in 2.5 minutes. So we'll then get down to 7,000. Just slowing to the 250 mark. Wind's currently passing through our standing to about 319 at 37. Now desired track right now is 024. 2 minutes to go before we pass the Alpha Lima 808. It's a really nice arrival. There will be lots to see, as we've got some lovely views on Xenviro, and we've got the snow on the mountain peaks as we come down. So it should be really, really nice to see. We're just holding now 250, we'll come down to our flaps 1 just as we proceed, passing through 2,000 feet per minute. 7 nautical miles to go. Could be 10,000 above once we pass over, and then we'll be going 7,000 above, which we've got set for 8,000. We continue to descend down from 7, then to 6 to 5, 8. From 5,000 to 8, they're going to drop all the way down till we get to Inrupt, which is going to be 4,006. Further around descent to 3,000 feet, 9.3 from Vagar on the localizer, and then start descent onto the 243, which we've also got set and checked, passing through 14,005. 32 nautical miles. There's 250, so we can stay within all that flaps 1. 3 nautical miles to go. Coming down for 7,000 above. Bugan will be 4 to 5. Just takes on to 021. T204 Vapor. We're going to be about another 20 nautical miles. So there's 18 nautical miles to go. As we pass through 12,007, we get our landing lights all on, which are checked. There's our flaps 1 speed coming in. 7,000 above when we rise through. Or Ugeg. And we've got 4 to 5 on waypoints. 27 nautical miles to go. Flaps 1 schedule is in. Passing through 11,000 feet. Vapor, which is going to be waypoint 7, we've got Overon, which from Overon we need to go then to 6,000 feet above. That's 10,000 feet. There's the attitude select for 8,000, which is coming in, which we're going to hold in.
Level off.
1,000 to level off, 7,000 above. Overall is in at 9 nautical miles, which will drop down to 6, and then we've got 5.8, which is going to be down for Vavel for 5,800 above. So 8 nautical miles to go now. Just holding on flaps 1, we'll drop down to flaps 5 in just a few moments' time. 027 inches in. Coming tracking inbound on 024. Chelsea nautical miles to go. As we leave off of Bergen from Uvron, then we'll go to Vagar and we'll slow the aircraft down then into a flaps 10, will get us down slowly but surely as we move from 4 to 5 at 1 minute time. Three nautical miles to go. Let's go for 6,000 above, so we'll drop down to 7,000. Belts through 7,005. Set the aircraft down now to 220. Flaps 5 engaged.
Flaps 5.
feet, 600 miles to go to 6,000. We're going to go down to 5,008 above. Down now, 526. As we're going to go down from Uvron to Vagar. Currently holding a flaps 5. I've just started to bring the control column over. We can now configure the aircraft ready to come in. So as we are within the reach now, 3 nautical miles to go, we can punch in the ILS, which is the 1.195, which is in 16 nautical miles, and we're going to come round from 16.7 onto 333 from Vagar. 2 nautical miles to go now, we're going to come down to 6,000 feet, vertical speeding, down for 6,000. And for inland is 4,006. So we're going to slow down now to flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Okay, just checked. We're on the waypoint at 6 to 7 now for Vagar. And then from Vagar, we're going to take that turn onto the 242. Going to be for in-rock from the 335. Flaps 10 is now engaged. It's going down for 6,000 feet. And then we're going to drop down for 4,006. So for our approach challenge, we've got the 1.195, which is checked for the 243 degree course inbound, which also set checked. Altitude select is now on 6,000 feet until we clear past Vagar, down for 4,006 for in 1027, which is set and cross checked on both sides. Everything is all established, ready for us to come in. We've got our landing lights on, anti-ice as the temperature just slowly starts to come through. So we're going to drop that off, which we checked. As we now descend down 4 nautical miles, and then we're going to come down to 4,600 feet. Once we hit Vagar, we need to be out at 220, which is max 5,008 above. We're coming in at 6,000 feet, which is checked. 200 max 220. 3 nautical miles to go, and then we're going to drop down to 4,006. 4,006 is going to be where we start the descent. 4,006, then we're going to go down to 3,000 once we've intercepted. 2 nautical miles to go. As we then take that turn onto the 333. Which is checked. 333 on 4,006. And so we'll slow down now, 4,006. So it should start out left hand turn. If not, we'll switch into heading mode with the aircraft falling. So we'll get heading in. So we'll come on to 333. Ready for the localizer, which will be set and checked for us at 16.7 DME. So we're coming for
terrain. Pull up.
Which is checked. Going down for 4006. And we'll come in at 16.7 max 220. Okay, so 16.7. We're going to start that turn so we can get the ILS in, but we'll get the VY1 first.
Pull up.
Okay, which is acknowledged. 16.9.
Terrain.
16.8. That's 16.7, just sliding in. Localizer should come in any second now. There's the localizer, switch over to 243. Just check, it's going to go down to 4,000 feet.
Localizer alive.
It's also checked. So we'll slow down now. On to 200 knots. Down for 1,000 feet per minute. It's come down for 3,000 feet. It's for the glide slope, and for 3,000 feet and exerted, that's going to be a 9.3 from Vagar. So I don't know what happened with the ILS there. The ILS just went a bit funny. There's runway in sight. Can't get runway to our price on. Checked. 9.3 DME is where we're going to start the descent down from 3,000. ILS can be put in now as the glide slope starts to move upwards. DME to go. 233 standing, and we're looking for around 900 feet per minute. We've got 169 and 235 for the decision height. DME to go, so down to 180, go down to flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
So it's slowly starting to move down now. Flaps 20 is engaged.
Gear down. Gears down. Green
Gears
light.
down. Green light. Glide slope is now engaged. This approach point is 0.9 DME. Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
169. We're going for our landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
Gear.
Down and check.
Down and check. Flaps.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Ignition.
Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
Altimeters. 1027. Set and cross-check. Landing checklist completed.
Landing checklist complete, so we are now fully established, ready to come in. We are looking for a roundabout. If we check down on the VSI, looking for around 900 feet per minute, as we said. And we've got the airport just over from us at 6.3 DME, so we are fully established now and ready to come in, holding on to the 169. So as I'm happy now, we can do some manual flying, so I'm going to release the autopilot and the auto throttle. And now I've controlled the aircraft. So just maintaining our speed, holding him for around that 900 feet per minute mark, so we can stay in time with the glide slope and come down nice and stable. Now, because the jumbo for the 747 is quite high up, you've got to try not to think that you're too high. You just have to go with the flow on the VSI, which then will correspond with how high you are, because you'll think you're too high, you'll dip down way too low, then you'll go down for around 1500 feet per minute. 1000 checked, holding down 2 red, 2 white. Continue. Vagar guys, so we get the body gear steering armed for taxi. As we now get ready to come in, as we can see, lovely Xenviro doing its magic with the snow. As we're now going to turn around and bang taxi up the runway, ready for us to vacate off, so we can get the speed brakes in. Because we get the flaps retracted, as we now do a full 360. As we now get ready to taxi back to stand, we can turn the wheel brake, which is off and checked. Wing can now be turned off, flaps are fully retracted now as they come back. Speed brake is in. We have the flight directors, which can also be turned off as we get ready for our return flight back in to lovely Rotterdam, which will be doing a return flight on, guys. So do stay tuned for that once we get down to the gate. So we're going to get ready now to taxi off. We're going to get Vagar right here, and we're going to taxi off with Delta, which is going to be coming up in just a few moments' time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the landing and the lovely KLM with the CF6-50 engine mod. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave your comments down below and leave the landing cinematics, and I'll see you when we do our return flight back to Rotterdam in the KLM Cargo 747-200. So stay safe. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.